Welcome to our latest video, where we will be discussing a case that has sent shockwaves through the community and has left many people with more questions than answers. A young man's life was brutally taken in a way that is almost too difficult to comprehend, and a young woman stands accused of committing this heinous crime. As we delve into the details of this case, we will be exploring the many mysteries that still surround it. Who was the victim, and what was their life like before their untimely death? What led to this tragedy, and what could possibly motivate someone to commit such a violent act? These are just a few of the questions that we will be seeking to answer as we delve into this captivating and unsettling case. Join us as we unravel the mystery and bring you the latest updates and developments in this shocking story. On February 23rd, the body of 24-year-old Shad Therion was discovered in Green Bay, Wisconsin. He had been brutally murdered and dismembered, and a young woman named Taylor Shabiznes stands accused of committing this heinous crime. Shabiznes, who is also 24, has been charged with first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, and assault in connection with Therion's death. She could potentially be sentenced to life in prison if found guilty. But who were Shad Therion and Taylor Shabiznes, and what led to this tragic event? Therion was a student at Howard Suamico School District and Bayport High School from 2010 to 2015, according to the district officials. He was not listed as a graduate of Bayport. His obituary described him as a talented artist who enjoyed wood carving, camping, and spending time with his family. He was also interested in music, according to his Facebook page. Shabiznes also attended Howard Suamico schools, but is not listed as having graduated from Bayport. She has a history of criminal offenses, including a recent conviction for attempting to escape and obstructing a police officer. Therion and Shabiznes were friends and had an intimate relationship, according to Shabiznes' statement to investigators. On the evening of February 21st, Shabiznes picked up Therion, and the two, along with an unidentified friend, went to Shabiznes' apartment, where they smoked marijuana and methamphetamine. At some point, Therion and Shabiznes returned to Therion's mother's home and went into the basement. Therion's mother stated that the two were in the basement for all or much of February 22nd, although she was out of the house during the day. According to Shabiznes' statement, about 5 minutes after they went into the basement together, Therion got out two metal silver chains and gave one to Shabiznes. She described the chains as like a dog's choke chain. Therion then put the chain around Shabiznes' neck and strangled her until she lost consciousness. The crime scene in the murder of Shad Therion was a gruesome and disturbing sight. When Therion's body was discovered on February 23rd, it was dismembered and scattered around various locations in Green Bay. Therion's head was found in his mother's home on the city's west side, where he and Shabiznes had been staying. The rest of his remains were found in various locations around the city, including in a shed and a garbage can. The discovery of Therion's body was made after his mother became concerned when she hadn't heard from him and contacted the police. At the time of the discovery of Therion's body, Shabiznes was already in custody. She had been arrested a short time earlier on unrelated charges and was being held in the Brown County Jail. During questioning, Shabiznes admitted to killing Therion and provided a detailed account of the events leading up to his death. According to her statement, Therion had been abusive towards her in the past, and she killed him in self-defense. However, it's important to note that these are just allegations, and it will be up to the court to determine the truth of the matter. As we consider the motivations behind this crime, it's important to remember that no matter the circumstances, taking a life is never justified. If Shabiznes did indeed commit this murder, it's possible that she was acting in self-defense or in response to past abuse. However, the legal system exists to determine guilt and punishment in cases like this, and it'll be up to the courts to decide whether or not Shabiznes is guilty and, if so, what the appropriate punishment should be. For Taylor Shabiznes, the consequences of her alleged actions will be severe if she is found guilty. She faces the possibility of life in prison and the prospect of leaving a mark on the world that is far from positive. While it's important to remember that she is innocent until proven guilty, the gravity of the charges against her cannot be ignored. As we come to the end of our discussion on this shocking and disturbing case, we hope that you found this video to be both informative and engaging. It's a case that has captured the attention of the world, and one that raises many important questions about the motivations behind violent actions and the impact that they can have on those involved. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt threatened or at risk of violence? How did you handle it? What steps did you take to protect yourself and resolve the conflict peacefully? For the family and friends of Shad Therion, the loss of their loved one in such a brutal and senseless way must be unimaginable. No words can fully express the grief and pain they must be feeling as they try to come to terms with this tragedy and the loss of their beloved son, brother, and friend. The image of Therion's dismembered body scattered around various locations in Green Bay must be haunting and devastating for them as they struggle to come to terms with this unimaginable loss. For Taylor Schabusiness, the consequences of her alleged actions will be severe if she is found guilty. She faces the possibility of life in prison and the prospect of leaving a mark on the world that is far from positive. While it's important to remember that she is innocent until proven guilty, the gravity of the charges against her cannot be ignored. If found guilty, Schabusiness will join the ranks of other infamous murderers who have shocked and disturbed the public with their brutal and senseless acts of violence. This case serves as a reminder of the fragility of life and the way in which our actions can have lasting impact on those around us. As we bring this video to a close, we want to leave you with one final question to consider. How can we work to prevent tragedies like this from occurring in the future? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for watching and joining us in this discussion of the murder of Shad Therion and the accusations against Taylor Schabusiness. We hope that this video has provided some insight into this case. We'll see you in our next video.